Stay tuned as we check out this Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive 2-pack with the Collector and Grandmaster. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Now today I'm very lucky to have in hand this brand new Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive 2-pack with the Collector and Grandmaster. Now obviously I didn't go to San Diego Comic-Con unfortunately, but thankfully I got mine thanks to In Demand Toys here in the UK. So as always, links on screen and in the description below. And I'm very happy I did, as apparently Hasbro announced in their panel this is going to be the only way to get the Collector in Marvel Legends form. They had to go out and do an exclusive deal to get the likeness rights for the Collector, and they did that for the purpose of this 2-pack, and they threw in a Grandmaster with a new head. But let's be honest, the main attraction is this Collector. Obviously debuted in Guardians of the Galaxy in the MCU, but now we have him in Marvel Legends form, and I'm not going to complain about getting another Grandmaster. This figure's great, and I love the character himself. So yes, happy to have this 2-pack, and even though the box is displayed nicely, now it tabs together at the back. You can see here at the back of the packaging you get a movie poster from both Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor Ragnarok, and as I said, there's some Velcro here on each end, and it tabs together nicely and creates this sort of sphere. And if you had this on a rotating base on your shelf, this would make a nice display piece because they're both in like their own little diorama. This one has, you can see Cosmo, the dog in his little saddle, and I wish that Cosmo the space dog was an actual accessory for the shelf, but unfortunately not. But as you can see, he does come with an alternative head and of course the Power Stone in that orb. And then if we spin it around, you'll see the Collector comes with that blob, the mountain stick, and the face is different to that recent 2-pack version that come with Korg. So yeah, this is a nice display piece itself, but obviously I want to open it up to get to the Collector. So let's do that right now. And here they both are out of the box, both looking really good. Now obviously you already know I have this Grandmaster figure already, as he come with the Korg 2-pack. This one is exactly the same, he just comes with a blob accessory to sort of go with the mountain stick and a different expression for the face sculpt. And to be honest, I think I prefer this expression as it's a much more smiley expression, and I remember the Grandmaster being much more of a fun character, and I reckon this face sculpt represents the character better for your shelf. So that's a positive rather than just complaining I've got two of the same figures. But the main attraction is all about Benicio del Toro's The Collector, and this figure is amazing. The attention to detail is really nice, the face sculpt is spot on, and he even comes with the orb, the Power Stone accessory, and of course an interchangeable head with his goggles. Look how we've seen him in Guardians of the Galaxy. The first time of course though we seen the Collector was in Thor the Dark World's post-credit scene in 2013, I believe, where they give him the ether. So it would have been really good to have the ether accessory instead of this orb again, as we already got this with Star-Lord for the Guardians of the Galaxy. But again, it's still something to display him with on your shelf, but I would have liked the ether accessory. But let's be honest, he's the Collector. He has an array of things in his collection, array of relics, and you could have given many things. I would have liked Cosmo the dog and their little saddle like they teased on the box. But no, we get the orb, but I'm not complaining too much as this figure does look amazing. And as I've already said, the only way to get this Collector figure is with this San Diego exclusive. So try and track it down, especially if you're an MCU fan. So obviously I'm going to look closely at both of these figures. I'm going to skim past the Grandmaster as I've already done a full review. So make sure you click the eye in the corner and you can go and check out my Korg 2-pack review. But I'm going to start off with the main attraction, which is of course this Benicio del Toro's The Collector. So here's a closer look at the Collector, and again, I want to praise the likeness of Benicio del Toro. I think it is spot on. Hasbro are doing a great job with this digital face printing technology they're implementing at the minute. And again, another massive advantage of having the figure come out way after the films is getting the likeness and the movie accuracy of these characters spot on. So taking a look at the rest of the figure, I like the outfit. We've definitely seen him in it in the movies. He's even got sculpted detail here in the chest, and these beads draw your eyes, which is nice detail. He's got like this draped sort of, I don't know, some sort of space fur over him with one arm, which is sort of draped, but you can still get articulation on both arms with the sort of cape draped over his shoulder, not a problem. As you can see, it sort of plugs in the back with that little plug there. There's a hole in the back, and you can plug it in and it sits there nicely. It's not a soft plastic, but it's not rock hard where you can't articulate the hands. But this hand, interestingly enough, because of the way his wizard sleeve is, it only has one joint in for articulation, so you're going to get it up to about 90. But again, it works, it does the job, it's not so bad, where this other hand is as normal, double jointed elbows. Moving down to the legs, these are just basic suit trouser legs. I think they're the same that we see on that new Nick Fury body, all black even down to the shoes. So obviously all the detail is up here in the front of the figure. And again, really, really like it. So there's a close-up of the orb, aka the Power Stone. We all know what's inside there. And as you can see, you can't hold it, but it does sort of rest on his hand, but it will fall off if you start shaking it. So that is a small accessory, but the main difference with this figure is, of course, this interchangeable face sculpt, and obviously he's wearing his goggles that we do see him wear in Guardians of the Galaxy when he's inspecting his relics. And I do think this is the exact same face sculpt as the other version, just with the goggles added. So hopefully that focuses for me and you can see for yourself. So yeah, it's the same facial expression, just with the goggles added. So pick your poison, but I do like it when they give us different displaying options as always. But the main thing you want to do is get him to hold the orb so he can inspect it with his goggles. There you go. So here's a closer look at Grandmaster, and as I said, the only difference from the Korg 2-pack version is this new smiley face sculpt. And if I bring in the previous version to show you the difference, you can see the previous one was a lot more stern, bland looking, where the new one looks a bit quirky, but that's a better representation of who the character is in my opinion. So I do like the new face sculpt, even if it does look a little bit Jokerish, I guess. But yeah, the rest of the figure, you can see, is exactly the same. They are the same figure, same accessories, both got the mountain stick. That one seems a little bit more warped in the box. Both wearing the same robes, both got same articulation, both have that articulated, one joint articulated wizard sleeve hand, just like the Collector. It's probably why they're brothers, they have that in common. But yes, exactly same figure. And I should also mention he comes with this blue blob packing, which doesn't seem very exciting. It's just a blue hollow piece with a bit of a shiny metallic feel to it that you just place on the floor, and it looks like it's just mounted someone. So it's a fun little packing, nothing crazy, but at least it shows Hasbro are fans of these films as well, and they can add fun things in like that to add some flavour to your display. Jumping into some comparisons, here we have the Collector with some of my favourite versions that we have of the Guardians in Marvel Legends form, including Groot, Star-Lord, Gamora and Rocket, and I think the scale works really well. And I challenge someone to create a Collector diorama with people trapped in cells. Genius idea, I'm going to do it. And then here we have the Collector compared to Thanos, as the last time we seen the Collector in the MCU was in a mirage created by the Reality Stone being used by Thanos. So I'm sure the Collector is currently alive and well in the MCU somewhere. And yeah, these scale great together as well. And then very quickly, here we have the Grandmaster compared to Korg, Thor, Loki and Valkyrie, and can I just say I'm very much looking forward to getting an updated Valkyrie in that Endgame Wave 3 coming out in October. But I have got a full review with many more comparisons of both Korg and the Collector in their own 2-pack, so as I said, check out the links at the end of this video and go and watch that in full. So final thoughts, as always, I'm very happy to add new characters to the MCU collection, and that collector is spot on. I think they've done a great job and it's worth buying this set just for him alone. But we do get an extra Grandmaster as well, and again, would I have preferred another figure, a new character? Yes, of course, but sometimes Hasbro have to do these things, and at least they threw in a different face sculpt so you can mix up the display. So again, I'm trying to find the positives, but the main attraction is the collector, and it's worth buying the set for that in itself. So you let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, do you want this set? Do you think it's worth getting the two just to get the collector? Interested in your thoughts, please leave them in the comments below. Me personally think if you're an MCU fan, this set is a must. But yes, leave the comments in the description below. Go and check out the videos tab. As always, there's a playlist, and as always, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. I'm on my way to 10k. I'm nearly there, people. Help me get there over the summer. Still got lots of figures to review. So yes, as always, people, my name is Dan W, and I shall see you on the next one.